unlawful for any other person. No, I'm doing that's not copywriting. That's copyright, guys. Let me spell it to you guys, okay? There is copywriting and there's copyright. Those of you on YouTube, you're going to see I just typed something now. Sorry, those of you on Google Meet, those of you on YouTube, let me use my personal account and also type the same thing too. There's a difference between copywriting and copyright. So please note this. Copyright has to do with copyright. Please, copyright has to do with, it's a legal term. What I'm teaching you is not legal. Please, I beg you. Yes. What I'm teaching you is not the legal part of everything. So what I'm teaching you is not copyright. It's copywriting. Guys, okay? So let's be very, 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 very clear. If we are looking forward to extending to product design and UX design, okay? So let's just focus on what we have now. So copywriting and copyright are like categorically two different things. So copywriting is what I want to teach you now. Copyright is simply you owning the license to use something. Do you understand? So when you have a copyright to a music, it means that you have the license to the music, and anybody who wants to use it is going to need your permission. Copyright, the one that has RIGHT, that is what I'm talking about. The one that has writing, like writing with pen and paper, copywriting, the one that has writing, is a different thing, and that's what I want to talk about now. So hope you guys understand. Good, beautiful Jay. YouTube, hope you guys understand. Where are my YouTube people? Okay, great. So now, what is copywriting? So copywriting is the art of using words to persuade people to take action. Copywriting is the art of using words to persuade people to take action. So yes, Ayomide has a very good point. Ayomide is talking about Brain Jotta being dragged for using a song, and the song that he did not have copyright to. That's what they call copyright. Okay. Now, I said I'm going to give you guys an introduction. I almost forgot it. So let me say this. When I started business literally over 10 years ago, I started with graphics design. And to those of you that do not know, I'm the founder of Skill to Scale. So I started with graphics design. I had learned graphics design in 2012. And then I started with graphics design, but I wasn't making money. I was doing some jobs were 2,000 naira, some jobs were 3,000. I think as of then, the highest job I got was 5,000. I think for like 1 year, my highest job was like 5,000 naira. That was my highest job. And then I searched online. How can I be able to sell things online? I wanted to shift from graphics to advertising. I wanted to go from doing graphics design to having an advertising agency. And then I saw something like copywriting. That was the first time I saw copywriting on Google. And they were telling me copywriting was one of the skills I needed to learn if I needed to be great at advertising. And that was where my entire journey started. So I can tell you for a fact that learning copywriting 10 years ago is the reason why myself and my companies have made hundreds of millions for our clients and for ourselves. The reason is primarily based on copywriting. Your ability to persuade people with words and to persuade them to take action. That is what copywriting is about. So can you write in a way people are persuaded with words and they are persuaded to what? To take action. That is basically what copywriting is about. So I'm going to explain it a bit deeper. So when you tell somebody, or when you make somebody to buy a product online, you have to use copywriting to do that. When you want to make somebody to sign up for a service, you have to use copywriting to do that. When you want to make somebody to click a link to download an app, you have to use copywriting to do that. So as long as you're selling something online, you are primarily going to use copywriting as a way for you to make money. I don't know if this makes sense. Does this make sense? So anything that involves making people to take action, anything, as long as you want to cause people to take some kind of action, you have to learn or use copywriting. Very, 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 very important. Okay. Now, some of you know content writing, and I want to strike a very clear difference between copywriting and content writing. So if you see a post online, like a post that talks about 1 million, or will you take $1 million? Or I know there's this trend of one girl that said she will take first class instead of $1 million, but we are not here to argue about that. So when somebody says 1 million or first class in your course, choose one, write in the comment section. That is what they call content. Do you understand? That is content writing. When somebody says how I and my husband got married with 10,000 naira, that is what content writing. When they write, it is writing to inform or engage people. You get anything you're writing to inform people or to engage people, and you are not trying to get them to take any action. As long as you are just informing them. For instance, those of you this how to grow rich and influence, how to make friends and influence people, that book is a content. Do you understand? It's a content. So of you that have been able to read people's stories, some people are going to share stories of how they lost 1 million naira. Some people share stories. If at the end of the story they are not selling anything to you, or they are not telling you to take any action, that's content. It is copywriting as soon as somebody has an intention, and the intention is for them to drive sales, to drive you to take an action towards converting, for them to make money or get you to do something that gives them a business advantage. Now, a simple way to understand copywriting and content writing is this. If you've watched a movie, to those of you that watch movies, especially those of you that watch Marvel movies, you would understand something very significant. Those movies are holistically entertaining. Some of them inform you, but you really just learn about whether it's Spider-Man or it's Iron Man or it's Captain America, and you just love that. Now, I'm using Marvel movies because the only real people that should be celebrated for watching movies are Marvel fans. All these other, anybody that doesn't watch Marvel movies, you guys are relegated to the background. So I want to, where are all the Marvel fans here? All the Marvel fans, you guys should just celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself. It's the fortune of having a Marvel fan teach you copywriting. Good. See how they couldn't. Everybody, they are just happy here. Those of you that watch all those Indian movies and what's that one that they used to do? There's this channel. Is it Telemundo or whatever? I don't know how you guys live your lives, but Marvel fans are the only people who understand real movies. Real movies, okay? Peter doesn't watch movies. Z-World. Yes, Z-World fans. I don't know how you guys want to do this copywriting that I'm going to teach you now, because you guys are going to have a user. So movies are content. Glow adverts, Indomie adverts, MTN adverts, they are copies. Do you understand? They are copies. Do you see the difference now? So when you see basket mouth in a Glow advert telling you sign up for Glow, blah, 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 that thing is what copywriting means. They want you to take an action. But when you watch a movie or a drama, it's content. So one focuses on persuasion and conversion. The other one focuses on information and what? Engagement. Do you understand now? So when you are watching a Bet Niger advert in the middle of a football match, they are trying to persuade you or convert you to download their app or bet on something. Do you understand? And then when you are actually watching the real football itself, you are just consuming the information or getting the engagement. So this is a significant difference between copywriting and content writing. The reason why I'm telling you this difference is you guys are going to learn content writing at the end of your class. So you're this last skill, most likely to this cohort, the last skill you'll be learning is content writing. So it's important you understand holistically the difference between the both of them. What I'm teaching you is how can you persuade people to buy from you? How can you persuade people to click your ad, to do the kind of things you do? Sorry. Who is sharing screen? Oh my God. Okay. Sorry, I had to deactivate. Somebody mistakenly shared their screen and that affected my slides. So sorry, guys. Okay. So that's the difference between content writing. That's the difference between copywriting and content writing. So you're going to be learning content writing at the last skill you're going to be learning. That has to do with writing blogs, writing articles, writing books, ebooks. They're all content writing. Okay. Copywriting is persuading people, writing ads, sales page, sales images, and all that. So now let's talk about types of copywriting. Let's talk about types of copywriting. Now, there are several types of copywriting, and there are several types of copywriting, and I want to show you guys a few of them. So the very first ones, you can write this down, but I will still give you this note, okay? So you do not really need to worry like that because you still have the notes. You still have the notes, okay? So you don't really need to, like, it's not so much of a problem. Yeah. So the first one is Facebook ads and Google ads. So when you open YouTube and then you see an ad, that's what they call ad copy. Now, this is the first class I'm going to be doing this. So you guys have to be patient if you actually really want me to do this, okay? I want to get to YouTube. I want to get to Google. So I'm going to show you something. I'm going to share my screen a little bit. And okay, this is the company's stuff, so I hope I don't share it. So you guys should just wait a bit. I would share. Yeah, I want to share this tab. So the reason why I'm sharing this tab is because I want to show you guys what copies look like on a larger sphere. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? If you're ready and you're following me, just drop it in the comment section. Let me be sure you're following. Okay, beautiful. So let's do something like cars. Let's do, I don't know why I always use cars for an example. So nobody's running an ads on cars. We can definitely find one on what business do you guys do? Somebody on YouTube, can you tell me the business you do? Somebody just give me an idea of a business that they do? Somebody give me an idea. I need somebody on YouTube. Google Meet people, you should calm down first. Your turn is coming. Your turn to shine will come. Okay. Somebody give me an idea of a business. Or Google Meet people, you can actually give it a shot. Clothes, agro business, digital marketing. Somebody does shoemaking. Okay, let's use shoes. Buy luxury shoes. Luxury shoes. I want to show you guys a sample of this. So I want to show you guys a very practical example of what adverts look like, copywriting adverts, especially Google adverts looks like. Beads, let's see. Buy a gift. Let me see, buy a gift. Gift voucher. Homepage. So these people now, these guys are selling, they're using my location, and that's the basic problem with this. I don't need them to use my location. I don't need them to use my location. Okay. Let's do buy a gift card. A gift card. No. Let me not use buy. Let's use digital marketing. So digital marketing. I didn't want to use that, but let's see. I want to show you guys an example of it exactly. So do you see this thing? Those of you on YouTube, if your screen is blurred, you can just zoom in. Let me see if I can zoom in from here. Good. Let me zoom in. So do you see this sponsored? You see this sponsored now? This is what they call copywriting. Are you guys following? This Masters in Marketing and Sales and double certification. This is actually this Rome Business School. This is a sponsored ad, and this line is a copy. This is an ad copy. This is what they call what? An ad copy. If you go to this, you're going to see sponsored too. This is MailChimp. Turn your marketing further. Digital marketing. Take your marketing further, rather. Bring your tools together in one place with Intuit, MailChimp to convert more customers. This is also what? This is also a copy too. So copywriting is this. In case you want to run an ad, it's a copywriter that crafted this thing. Are you guys getting my point? A copywriter crafted this ad that you are seeing now. This ad was crafted by a copywriter. This ad, this Rome Business School, was crafted by a copywriter. Does it make sense? Okay, please, you guys should let me know. Those of you, especially on Google Meet, did you guys get it? Does it make sense? So when you are a copywriter, part of your job, part of what you'll be doing as a copywriter is crafting things like this. When they want to run ad, your job is going to be, how do you craft this line? Do you understand that somebody can put subscribe for Namecheap here, MailChimp here? Do you understand? You just spoil the marketing. Somebody can put Masters in Marketing and Sales, but a copywriter puts N double certification. You see that? N double certification, 1 master's degree, 2 certification. Do you understand? So these are what this is just basically what copywriting is about. Now I'm going to go to YouTube because I want to also teach you guys. Like I said, I'm trying to see how you guys can have a practical knowledge of this thing. I get easily bored by. So let's go to YouTube, and I want to show you adverts that copywriters crafted as well too. This is not a YouTube premium, so you're going to see adverts on it. So I'm going to show you shortly. Good. Exactly. So you see this 2025 best remote job sites. You see this thing? This is an ad by Flex Jobs. You see, it's 2025's best remote job site. This is an ad, and this was crafted by a copywriter. This thing now was crafted by a copywriter. No. This was crafted by a copywriter. The copywriter said 2025's best remote job site, 44,870 verified jobs, 5,236 companies hiring. Upload your resume to set up job matches. This is an advert, and this was done by a copywriter. Do you now understand practically what copywriting is? It's about crafting things like this. Do you understand? If I go down, let me see if I will see any other ad. You see this second one? You see this one? SPSS training course, data management and analysis. This was also done by a copywriter. Now, it doesn't mean everybody who does these things are good copywriters. Some people are just very bad copywriters, and you cannot help them. You see this terminal for Linux and Mac? You see this? This work, terminal for Linux and Mac. This was also done by a copywriter. This advert here was also done by a copywriter. So do you guys now understand the concept of copywriting, like the actual concept of copywriting? Good. Beautiful. So copyright types of copywriting, there are Facebook ads, Google ads, banner ads, social media copies, captions, tweets. Because of time, I can't really like go to all these places. But what I want you to understand is this: whenever you see things like this, they were crafted by a copywriter. It's not the owner of the business that sat down and said, let me write what I'll put on ad. We do this. No, a copywriter sat down and did some of the things I'm going to teach you how to do today. So when you hear copywriting as a skill, when you want to pitch yourself as a copywriter, you want to tell people these are the kind of things I do. I craft out advert copies. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? So I craft out advert copies. I do this. I do this. So these are very essential things. So crafting out things that will capture people's mind. Okay. Then we have email copy. We have emails, of course. I don't know how many of you have gone to your emails and then you see things like somebody telling you, we receive a lot of emails. I don't know if I can check. Okay, no. This is an official email and there's so many things inside it. Okay, this email is actually used for anything. I would have showed you guys what email copywriting, but how many of you see things like, for instance, somebody's going to send you a mail and be like, Ekene, this is your last chance. Ekene, 50% off. Ekene, I've always wanted to tell you this. Like, how many of you see copies like that on your email copies? Exactly. Like they will tell you, Joel, do you know? Joel, I did this just for you. Joel, you are one and only. So some people just go out of the way. That's what we call email copies. That's what we call email copies. So those things are not, it's not somebody who is just writing emails. No, a copywriter is sitting down and the person is asking themselves, how do I get Kazim to read this email? So it's going to say, Kazim, this is my last day on earth. And Kazim will be like, who is this? Why is he your last day on earth? And then you tell the person, I'm going. Then when you now click the link and start reading the email, you will now see, I'm going to live in another dimension where I created my app. My app is a good app. It's out of the world. That is why this is my last day on earth. So the reason why people do all those things is because they are great copywriters. Do you understand? They are great copywriters. So I know some of you don't like it, but do you read the email or you don't read the email? You read the email. You read the email. Whether or not you like it, you read the email. So I want to teach you guys how you can be like that. Some of you who are like very, very spiritual and religious people will be like, I'm not sure I want to be like that. Listen. Except you are making too much money on this internet, you need to learn how to write good copies, get people's attention. You know, in the last copywriting training that we had, I told the people, I told cohort, Ogochugu, please help me send this link to this class to cohort, February cohort. I told them I'm going to share the link to this class. February cohort, we're not giving a free copywriting training. Please help me share this to February cohorts. Thank you. Okay. So let's continue. So their email copies. Do you understand? Their email copies. I want to show you guys what's the difference between email copy and email marketing. That email copy is writing the actual copy that will be sent. Email marketing is what the digital marketer schedules the emails, create automations. Do you understand? There are some emails you receive immediately after you sign up for a product. As soon as you sign up for a product, the next thing that happens is that you receive an email. You get. So those of you that are experiencing such things, that one is done by an email marketer. That's done by an email marketer. It's a digital marketing function. Okay? It's a digital marketing function. Now, to those of you that are still on the group chat that are joining, please join YouTube if your Google Meet link is not working, okay? If your Google Meet link is not working, please join YouTube. If you're having network issues, please join YouTube. YouTube is way better, way better. than Google Meet, especially no, for those of you that want to chat with me, Google Meet is like cool. Okay, so it's very important that you understand the difference like between them. The digital marketer is also the email marketer. The person's job is to schedule emails. The person's job is to create email automations. The person's job is to come up with email campaigns. But no company will hire a digital marketer or email marketer that doesn't know copywriting. So copywriting is only a skill that you need to do email marketing effectively. You can do it without being a copywriter, but the company has to have a copywriter. For big companies, they have copywriters separate and they have email marketers separate. Do you understand? Peter, I don't know if this makes sense. I love Peter's question. He shows, because a lot of you don't know these things. You don't know they are email marketers, and then you don't know what email marketing is, and this is like great. So email copy is the actual text in itself, the actual copy in itself. Why copy email marketing is the process of putting the copy together, creating whatever graphics and link and automations that comes with the copy. That one is a different conversation altogether. Okay, does this make sense? Did you guys get me? Does this make sense? Peter, did Peter get it? Peter, especially, did you get the point? Okay, beautiful. Okay, beautiful. So there is also sales pages and landing pages. There are sales pages, there are landing pages. Let me see if we can find one sales page or one landing page so that you're going to see what I'm talking about. There are sales pages and there are landing pages. I'm going to find one from an ad, and then I'm going to share it with you. Build apps with Gen AI. That's too much terminal for Linux. Explore incredible opportunities with IOGBU. Let me see. I want to show you guys what a landing page is, what a sales page is. So we see how this thing works. Study, accept recommendations. No, this is not good enough. I actually have some I sent in these your links. Don't worry, guys. This is your class notes. You're going to have access to it. But there are some links I sent here that I can actually use. This is one of them. Let me see if this is still valid. Let me see if this is still valid. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. I found something I can share with you guys. Beautiful, beautiful. So let me share this tab. Great. Are you guys seeing this tab? So this is what they call a landing page. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. This is what they call a sales page or a landing page. So if you look at it, you're going to see, would you love to get this original brand new 7-in-1 tablet device that's reliable, high performance, which can help you stay connected, productive, and entertained? This is what they call a landing page. If yes, then taking advantage of this, our ongoing promo, then taking advantage is ongoing promo. Okay, supposed to be take advantage. It's ongoing promo. Get the tablet with 10 free gifts if only you order today. Is what you need. 12 months warranty. Look at the device here. 10-in-1. You're coming with a power bank. It's coming with this. It's coming with a mouse. It's coming with a pouch. Okay. Then they are showing you a video of how to use it. Kindly fill this form to get yours. 159,000. Blah 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 blah. Then they now go down. Imagine a device that seamlessly blends power, efficiency, innovation. This is what they call a sales page. And this page is written by a copywriter. Do you guys understand me? This is what they call a sales page. And this sales page is written by what? By a copywriter. This sales page is written by a copywriter. So if you want to generally know what copywriters do, this is like one of the things you need to know. So copywriters are the ones that write these things. This whole page, you see this whole page, the company gave the person pictures, the company gave the person specs, the copywriter wrote this full page. This is what they call a sales page. You see, they're even giving you testimonials. See our happy customers. And then when you go down, it sees your agent is also friendly, different colors, please. I'll get back to you. I've received it. If business are conducted this way in Nigeria, it shows our country is developing. You see this? So this is what they call a sales page. I'm even giving free advert for these people, sir. They should look for me and pay me. Oh. So do you understand? So this is what they call a sales page. Do you see how they convinced you? They started by telling you, would you want this thing? Original 7-in-1 tablet. They are telling you the tablet is efficient. They showed you all the free things you're going to get in the tablet. They showed you a video of the tablet. They went down and showed you the prices so you can buy. If you do not buy, they went down to tell you everything you get. 10,000 mAh, 10,000 mAh, 6 gig RAM, 512 ROM, 10.1-inch screen. Are you seeing it? They went down, dual SIM, 5G support, flash drive, blah, 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 blah. It didn't stop there. They showed you fine picture of a woman using the tab, even if I don't think that's the tab the woman is using. But let's go down. And then they now came and started showing you testimonials. Are you guys following me? So this is what they call a sales page. And this sales page is built by the web designer, obviously, but the copywriter is the person that wrote all these things inside here. It's a copywriter that gives the web designer, this is the copy. Then the web designer is going to now put and design it in this sales page. Did you guys get me? Did you guys get me? Okay. Good. I'm glad you guys got it. Let me zoom in again and so we continue. So do you see the examples I gave you? Please, what's the difference between social media copy and sales? Okay, what's the difference between sales page and please? Okay, there are a number of questions here. I'll just answer them because I don't want to forget them. Yes, the class is being recorded. Yes, it's recorded. You can practically just join on YouTube and start from the beginning. That's not going to be an issue. How can one get a company to work with? A copywriter is usually freelancers. Some companies have full-time copywriters, but very few companies will hire you only for copywriting. Most of them will hire you because you have copywriting and some other skill. That is why we added copywriting as a bonus class. Do you see? We added copywriting as a bonus class because if you have it, somebody would love you to be their social media marketer. If you have it, somebody would love you to be their digital marketer, especially if you already have the basic skills of it, okay? So what's the difference between sales page? Now, what I showed you is called a sales page. A sales funnel is where after you buy it, they sell you something else. So a sales funnel is somebody tells you, come and collect this free ebook on how you can become a digital marketer. You click and you download the ebook and they tell you, wait a minute, we have a special offer for you. This offer is going to change your life. And then they try to sell you something else. That's what they call a sales funnel. You get? So a sales funnel is when you are not paying there and then. You're not paying straight up on the sales page. They are funneling you through something. Okay. A sales page is when you see an ad, you click on an ad, the ad is telling you buy. You buy, they tell you bye-bye. We are done with you. Thank you for buying from us. Do you understand? A sales funnel is when they say, hey, come now, come, let's teach you how to do copywriting. One free copywriting class. You enter the copywriting class. And then they say, copywriting is a great skill. Use it to make money. These are students made money with 70,000 naira from our copywriting class. These are our students made $100,000. Look at this boy. I trained him last month. He's now making $100 a day. So when they tell you, they now say, come and buy our copywriting full course, 2 months training. That is what they call sales funnel. They told you they were going to teach you for free. You came in, they taught you for free and upsold something to you. That's what they call sales funnel. Some people even tell you to pay for this. I know some of you literally were disturbing us. Are we going to pay for an extra? You're not paying an extra thing. But there is this, because I also buy things online. I paid for a course. The person sold the course, did a 2 days webinar, and then upsold another course. That's what they call sales funnel. So sales funnel is when somebody, yes, the class is recorded. It's when somebody is taking you through a process to sell something to you. Do you understand? Okay. Oh, YouTube. My YouTube disconnected. So sorry. So does it mean copywriting? Yes, yes. Copywriter works with web designer. Copywriter works with social media manager. Copywriter works with graphic designer. Copywriter works with everything. If you have copywriting skill and you're a graphic designer, people hire only you. They will not need to hire a copywriter. So it's a very important skill. But if you master copywriting, they would hire you and then hire other people on the team as well too. Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear me. YouTube people, if there's any question, I should be able to see it. Audio is very low. That's difficult because we're using the same, you're using the same audio as people on Google Meet. Google Meet, Alpha. Are you guys hearing clearly? Google Meet, please confirm you're hearing me well. Yes, yes, yes. Abdullah Basi, that's what it means, okay? Like when somebody gives you something first and then they try to upsell some other thing to you. That's what they call sales funnel. I know sometimes people get angry, but that's how people make their money. They say, come and do free webinar. We'll teach you how to do YouTube automation. Free webinar, watch my free webinar. And then you go and you give them your email address and you say you want to watch their free webinar. And by the time you're done watching their free webinar, they tell you one-time offer, 150,000 naira. But if you pay today, 50K, today, 50,000 naira, one slot taken, two slot taken. That is actually what they call sales funnel, okay? This is the only copywriting class you're going to get. Those of you that are asking, and Christina, this is the only copywriting class, but the class is recorded, so you can always have access to it. Okay. Social media copy. For social media copy, there are copies that are inside the social media post. For instance, now I can't access social media with this laptop, so that's a problem. But social media copy is significantly different from sales pages. Sales pages, like I showed you, are full websites that are meant to sell one particular thing. Social media copy is when you post a picture of your land that you are selling and you now write under that picture, this land is going for 2.5 million, but we are giving one plot out to the first person who is going to buy us or DM us today for 1.5 million. That is what they call a social media copy. Do you understand? When you post anything on your social media, it's called a social media copy. A copy on your caption or a tweet or a LinkedIn post is called a social media copy. Emeralda, please confirm, Olivia, confirm that you got me very clearly, okay? So these are basically what the different types of copywriting. So I need you guys, the reason why for other people I've not gone this far to teach them, to show them examples. The reason why I'm doing this for you guys is so that I want you to know what copywriters do primarily. I don't just want you to have like a broad sense of what a copywriter is or what copywriting is or what they do, okay? So why are we taking you on this training? Because good copy gets attention, holds interest, and drives action. And then that's how you make money online. Copywriting is how you make money online. All of you type it, especially those of you in YouTube. Type it. Copywriting is how you make money online. Type it. If I don't care whether you learn graphic design, if you like, drop out from this training after now. If you like, go and buy another training of 25,000. If you like, go and buy another training of 100,000. Copywriting is how you make money online. Simple and short. If you do not have the ability to sell to people, there's there are not two ways about it. There are not three ways about it. Copywriting is how you make money online. You can't beat it. Like, I don't care what you do. If you like, sell generator, bathroom slippers, Gucci bag, Apple Watch, Apple car. If you like, sell blood. If you like, be selling blood. I don't care what you're selling. As long as you're selling it online, copywriting is how you make money online. Okay, beautiful, 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 beautiful. YouTube guys, I'm not seeing you typo. Is it my YouTube or is just you guys? Okay, great. Somebody is asking whether you're going to teach how to edit video today. Seriously, guys. No, you're not going to learn how to edit video today. Okay. Video editing is like your second training. Okay, so now these are examples of copies. So some of you that didn't get the point, these are examples of copies. I'm showing some of you this so that you can like see it very clearly. I'm not sure how else I can make it bold. So this is what this thing written on these graphics is copywriting plus graphics design. That you learn graphic design doesn't mean that you are going to know how to type something like this or how to write something like this. Do you understand? That you learn graphic design doesn't mean you need to know copywriting for you to do 3 big Facebook ads mistake costing you money. This is a copy. I'm going to teach you guys how to write this very shortly. Okay, I'm going to teach you guys how you can actually write this. This is also a copy. Look at this. Imagine this. 1 week from today, you are officially certified as the number one AI scale by top entrepreneurs and agencies. You see this. This is a copy. This thing here. This is a copy. This is a copy. This stuff too is also a copy. This graphics here is also a copy. Get ChatGPT certified in 7 days. This is a copy. So there are a number of them. This also is a copy. How we hit 1.2 million in 30 days with TikTok Shorts. This is also a copy. Free masterclass for coaches and consultants. Get a simple 90 days framework to consistently hit your revenue. This is also a copy too. Do you understand? Okay. So everything I just talked about, everything I just showed you are examples of copies. The copies are on the graphics design, yes, but they are crafted by a copywriter. So some of you that say you want to do flyer for your business, what you are going to write on the flyer is more important than the flyer itself. I'll say it again. Those of you that are telling yourself, I will do flyer for my business after I'm done learning this training, I will do this. Listen, what you are going to put on the flyer is more important than the flyer itself. Your copywriting skill is way better than your graphic design skill. Does it make sense? Good. Okay. So let's go deep down into practically what do you need to do for you to write good copies. Now, copywriting is about people's emotions. People make emotional decisions when it has to do with buying things. People make emotional decisions when it has to do with buying things. Okay? People make emotional decisions. So people don't buy products, they buy emotion. People don't buy product, they buy emotion. People don't, I'm sure some of you have gone to market or you're online and you bought something and then you started asking yourself, why did I even buy this thing? Like how many of you have had that experience before? You just finished paying for something and you're like, wait, oh, this thing I paid for, do I really need it? It's because of good copywriting. They touched your emotion. They did not, if you thought about it, you wouldn't have bought it, obviously. But it was so good that you did what? You made a decision to buy. That is why I want to teach the same thing also to other people as well too. Okay? So you can make very, very good decisions as a normal human being. But when it has to do with buying things, it's your emotion you use. Somebody comes and tell you, I lost 50 million naira. I made one big mistake. I did not know how to manage my finance. Then I learned five financial management tips. And today I make 50 million naira every month. I'm going to teach you these 5 financial management tips if you pay 10,000 naira. Some of you, your whole emotion will just be stirred up. Everything inside you will just be stirred up. You'll be like, hey, I want 50 million. Let me pay. You go and start looking for money. You did not ask yourself whether you need it. You did not ask yourself whether the person is lying. You did not ask yourself whether you even know the person. You did not even ask yourself whether you even need financial information or source of income. The person may have been making 500,000 every month, and then the person now grew it to 5 million in 10 years or 5 years, and you will still go and buy it. Because what? People don't buy products, they buy what? Emotions. Everybody, I want you to write in the comment section, emotions. People don't just buy products, they buy emotions. Okay? So before you write anything, you need to know, what emotion am I going to trigger today? I used to tell them in every copywriting class that we teach that as a copywriter, you are supposed to do something I call legitimate or ethical manipulation. Do you understand? Your job is to ethically manipulate people into making the right decision for themselves. Do you understand? Like our job at Skill to Scale now was to ethically manipulate you into choosing to go for this training that we know you need. We know you need the training, but ordinarily you will not go for it. So our job is to ethically manipulate you to ensure that you actually what? Sign up for the training. Okay? So as a copywriter, you need to know that your job is to trigger people's emotions. So that is why I'm going to teach you what we call, that's why I'm going to teach you what we call psychological triggers for copywriting. So there are different types of psychological triggers. There are different types of psychological triggers in copywriting, and that's what I'm going to teach you now. This is where Ion Media have already started writing copies. Ion Media, relax. But that's good. That's good. Somebody asked a question. Let me see if I can quickly answer that before I actually move on. Somebody asked a question. Mordecai said, is copywriting only done online when you meet your audience or customer offline? Yes, physically talking to people is called sales. It's called sales and marketing, persuading them to take action. It's not copywriting, it's called sales and marketing. Copywriting is when you have to write it online. Okay, copywriting is selling with your handwriting, like selling with pen. When you are using your mouth, it's called sales and marketing. Do you understand me? Sorry, not Ayomi, Mordecai. Okay, so that's it. Now let's go over to psychological triggers. So now this is what you need to master as a copywriter. The various ways you can trigger people to take action. The very first one is what I call fear and loss aversion. When you tell people only 3 slots left, book now before it's gone. So that is what they call fear and loss aversion. So imagine you're selling, let me pick businesses now, okay? If I pick your business, you're not permitted to leave my class until I'm done, because I'm going to be calling your name, and anytime you hear your name, I want you to say yes, sir. Answer, I want to see you in the comment section. So quickly, I need 3 businesses right now, and then the first 3 people to give me their businesses, I'll use them as an example during this entire training, okay? So let's go. I'll pick 2 people from YouTube, or 1 person from YouTube, and then 1 from Google Meet. Let's go. Fashion, drugs. I cannot pick drugs. Oh. Shoemaking. I'm going to do shoemaking. I'm going to do fashion. Online survey. Linus, you sell online survey. Linus, send me a DM. I don't understand how you sell online survey. How is online survey your business? Okay. How is online survey your business? Okay. So let's pick fashion by Utebi. That's the name, right? If I didn't pronounce it well, I'm sorry. So fashion by Utebi, shoemaking by Basi shoemaking, Cletus real estate, Cletus queen, Cletus real estate, and medical equipment. Trash Point, what's your name? Trash Point Graphics Medical. Trash Point, what's your name? Fashion, Utibi. David also does female wears as well too. David, female wears. Okay, good. So we are going to make this an example. Okay, I'm seeing another real estate on YouTube. Restaurant business. Okay, okay, beautiful. So we have 4, at least. We're going to start with this 4. We are going to start with this 4, okay? Medical equipment by Treasure. Is your name Treasure? Okay, Treasure, beautiful. So I'm going to be using Treasure, Cletus, Basi, Utebi, David. I don't want to look for all of the 5 of you in this class, okay? So I'm going to use your businesses as an example. So let's say Treasure wants to sell medical equipment. Treasure, pay attention. So Treasure has this medical equipment that she wants to sell, and somebody comes to her DM, and the person is like, Treasure, I want to ask whether you have a stethoscope. Right? There's a medical equipment like that, but good. So stethoscope, and she'll say, yes, I actually have. Are you interested in getting one now? And the person said, no. How much is it? And it is 25,000 or 40,000 naira. So yes, I have stethoscope is 40,000 naira. And the person now says, okay, no problem, thank you. Now Treasure would be waiting for the person. Okay, no problem, thank you, you're welcome. The person didn't buy, the person didn't tell her she was going to buy, the person isn't interested. Do you understand? So what Treasure can do is Treasure can write a copy, something very short, you get, and say, hey, James, I don't know if you're still interested in this medical equipment, in this stethoscope. There is one very good quality I have. You're not going to really find it anywhere, and I cannot restock it except in the next 6 months. You understand? Like, so if you're interested, I would love you to get this particular one of 45,000. It's very high quality, and this is the last one I have. You get? And then so many people have already been inquiring and asking about it. I cannot guarantee that it will be available when you're ready. Do you understand? So Treasure has ended up doing what? She has induced fear and loss aversion on James that wants to buy from her. Do you understand? James will now start thinking, chai, I don't want to miss this thing. It's very original. And then there's only one remaining. Do you understand? So that is basically how copywriting works. You see that, right? That's how copywriting works. Let's use real estate, for instance, okay? Cletus, what's her second name? Queen Cletus, okay? So let's say Queen finds herself in a situation where somebody wants to buy land. So somebody wants to buy a land from Queen, and then the person tells her, Queen, I'm interested in a plot at Ikorodu. Is Queen, are you in Ikorodu? Where are you? Where do you sell land in? Cross River State. Quickly, I need to know. Where's Queen? So let's say Queen sells her land in Ikorodu, Lagos, and then somebody comes and say, Queen, do you have land available? Queen say, yes, we have 10 plots of land, very good location, ready to build, 5 million for each plot. You understand? And the person said, okay, oh, no problem, I would get back to you. I'm interested in 3 plots for now, but I'm not so sure. Now, what Queen can do using the second psychological trigger called urgency and scarcity is that Queen can write a copy and tell the person, hello, Mr. Bayo, you said you were interested in this land. Just this week alone, we've had 25 people indicate interest, and some of them are already closing deals with other agents. I cannot guarantee that you are going to have this land available by the end of the month. So would it be okay, instead of you to get 3 plots of land at 15 million, I'm ready to give you, if you're going to buy this today, I'm ready to give you the entire 3 plots at 14.5 million or at 13 million naira. So I'm saving you 2 million just so that you buy the plot right now. Do you know what she has done? She has used urgency and scarcity. Do you understand? If you're going to buy the land in 24 hours, you're going to save 2 million naira of the entire land. Do you understand? Mr. Bayo is going to go from I will buy the land to when I'm ready. Okay, Queen is an Anambra State. Good. Let's say Queen wants to sell a land at Udoka Estate, because I actually stayed in Anambra State for a while. So, like in Oka, so you want to sell land in Udoka Estate, And so you tell the person, see, this is the only plot available. If you buy today, I will give you at a discounted rate. Now, I used to teach you guys how to do this in copywriting because some of you own businesses and you should start using these things in your business. Let me tell you how to do it. When you sell clothes like David sells female clothes. A female gown, a very good female gown should be about 25K. Least though, I'm not talking about like all those high-end ones. Average female gown should be about 25K. Okay. So David literally has a gown of 25,000, but he takes a picture of his gown and goes online and looks for people selling that gown, and he realizes that some people are selling it at 35,000 naira on Jumia, some are selling it at 40,000 naira. David comes to all his customers that said they were interested, and he writes a copy. Do you understand? And he writes a copy. Now, Basi is asking a very good question, whether or not it's a lie. I'm going to address that now because it's very important. I used to say this in every copywriting class. If you need to lie to write your copy, you don't know how to do copywriting. You're a very poor copywriter. If you tell a lie just to write a copy, you don't know copywriting. You're a very bad marketer. You're very poor, a poor marketer. Do you understand? So I'm going to teach you how to do it, but see. So use David's, where's David? David, show up. Let me see you quickly. So David's fashion wear, female wears. So David sells his own for 25,000, but David realized that other people are selling their own for 35,000 naira. David screenshots their price, writes a copy to his customers and says, this gown, I have this gown in stock. This gown is 35,000 naira. I have only one pair of this particular design currently as I speak to you. I want to sell it off today because you have inquired or because you've asked me about gowns this week. I want to sell this gown today, but I'm going to sell it at 25,000 naira. I'm giving you 10,000 naira off if you're going to buy the gown right now, today. So what David has done is that he has increased urgency and scarcity. First, he actually has one of the gowns. Secondly, the gown is actually sold some other place at 35. Do you understand? So he's using other people's price as a benchmark to discount for his customers. Does it make sense, guys? Does this make sense? Are you guys following me? If you're following me, please let me know. What's good? Is this making sense? Are you guys getting the point? Good. Yes, you're going to get the notes. So you see that. So copywriting is when you craft out a copy specifically appealing to certain emotions. Listen, right? Appealing to certain emotions. Do you understand? I like using solar inverter as an example. I don't know why. I just like using solar as an example. If somebody else is selling an entire inverter setup for 2 million naira, but you can sell yours at 1.5 million naira, use the price of the person and set a benchmark and discount for your customers to your price and create a sense of agency. Instead of putting your solar inverter on your WhatsApp and say solar inverter available, buy now, new batteries, new sales, new stock, buy. Don't call yourself my friend if you cannot buy from me. That's rubbish. Listen, create urgency, snap the solar inverter, do a graphics, your own, somebody else's own with their price on it. Tell them this solar inverter is 2 million. If you want to go outside, you can go and get it for 2 million. But today, I'm doing a special discount for all my customers. All my customers. If you have 1.5 million right now, I will install your solar inverter in 24 hours. Instead of 2.5 million for 1.5 million, you do what? I will install it in 24 hours. He has used urgency and scarcity. Do you see that? Do you see that? So that is how you use it. The next one is social proof. The next one is called social proof. It's where you're able to use very specific examples to trigger trust. Do you understand? So there's this example I used in the last class. I'm going to use it again. The reason is because I love the example, and I know some of you are going to be like, who does solar inverter here? I always have people that do solar inverter in my class. Who does solar inverter here? Where are they? 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 Where are my people? Where are my solar people? Okay, who has done a job? Who has done a job for any person who has done a job for a ministry in your state? Those of you that are in Nigeria specifically, or even if you're in Ghana or Kenya, is there anybody that has done a job not for the government? Or you didn't do a job for the government, you did a job, maybe you installed CCTV. All those people that install CCTV, let me use that as an example. So let's say a ministry of transportation in your state tells you to install CCTV or install decoder or whatever, you understand. Even if you install CCTV, but you install decoder in the Ministry of Education reception or Ministry of Transportation reception, okay? Don't worry, YouTube, I'm going to come to answer your questions. You guys should relax, okay? I'm just seeing 1 or 2 questions. I've seen it already. So you guys should not distract me. Don't worry. I'm not even answering questions yet now. So you guys should relax. So you've installed for the Ministry of Transportation, and then you want to write a copy to your customers, or you want to put something on your website. Do you understand that you can put James, let me say your name is James Telecommunications, because telecoms / security company, trusted by the government of Anambra State. Do you understand? Now, somebody would say you did not do work for the government of Anambra State. Listen, the Ministry of Transportation or the Ministry of Education is under the government of Anambra State. The minister is responsible for the ministry. The governor appointed the minister. Do you understand? So whoever is the Minister of Education is under what? The governor, right? So the entire ministry is under the government of the state. So you can legitimately say that your business has done a work for the government of Anambra State as a way to do social proof. Do you understand? Oh, we've worked with Anambra State before. Oh, we've worked with this person before. Oh, we've worked with this person before. Do you understand? So you need to be able to know that. I don't know if you guys get the point. I don't know if this makes sense. So there are some things that I'm sure some of you go to websites where they tell you trusted by Google, Netflix. You see different logo, Google, Netflix, Apple. Some of those things are just vendors. They just sold them one part, or they did a small training and consultation for the marketing unit. For the marketing unit of that. Do you understand? Okay, for instance, now I run a design agency, and then my design agency worked with a prototype, another design agency that's trying to do something for Apple. And then we designed one of the graphics or one of the internal designs. In my website, I can boldly put trusted by Apple Incorporated. Do you understand? It's a way to show social proof. Some of these AI companies now, you're going to see them on their website, trusted by Google, trusted by Apple. It's only one unit of the company using it. But whether you like it or not, it's the whole company. Does it make sense? Do you understand? Does it make sense? Okay, so you need to know how to use social proof. Another way to use social proof is numbers. It's numbers. If your business, if you have sold 25,000 clothes in your life, maybe you used to buy all these Okreka clothes that they come in, maybe 2,000 or 1,000 pieces of clothes, and you know you have sold 10 of it. 1,000 times 10 is 10,000. If you're setting up your Instagram profile and you're optimizing your social media, you should be able to write serviced or sold to over 10,000 customers. Do you understand? You can do serviced or sold to over 10,000 customers. Do you get the whole point? So, didn't you sell clothes to over 10,000 customers? You sold now. I don't know why some of you are like, that's the problem with us Africans. We like undermining ourselves. If it's in the US like this now, we have all these people abroad, they're going to have, let's say you have 20,000 followers on your platform, and then they should do educations, they should train people on marketing and sales. They will not go and put on their profile trained over 20,000 people. The 20,000 people that they train are followers. So the 20,000 people they say they have trained are people that are following them. How did you train your followers? They listen to your content. Oh, that means you trained them. If somebody listens to your 5 minutes video and the person learns from it, that means you trained them. So you can say the 20,000 people who are following you are what? Your trainees. Do you get the point? So the reason why this is important is this. It doesn't matter how good you are. People will always look for a way to doubt you online. Are you guys listening to me? It doesn't matter how good you are. People will always look for a way to doubt you online. Some of you that are paid for this training now, some of you are paid for this training. When you came to the group chat, some of you thought this was a scam. And you were shouting, scam, 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 scam. Do you understand? Okay, let me answer a few questions. So Randy is saying, what's the difference between urgency, price, scarcity psychology from promo? They are the same thing, Randy. They are the same thing. Whether you are using your price, whether you are using scarcity, it's the emotion that we are talking about. The emotion is urgency and scarcity. You can use your price to do it. You can use by giving promos. How you do it is not the focus. It's the emotion you're triggering that's important. I hope you got me. Okay? It's the emotions. So if there's anybody that asks any question I didn't see on YouTube, you can ask the question again. So we have, let me look for. Okay, somebody said, I guess positive reviews and feedbacks are also examples of social proofs. Exactly. Yes. Positive reviews and feedbacks are examples of social proof. Do you understand? Like, have you filled a form? Have you filled any form where somebody asks you, like, will you recommend our product to your friends? How many of you have filled any form like that? Where somebody asks you, will you recommend our product to your customers? Good. Now, imagine 20 of you, 10 of you filled the form. And out of 10 of you, 9 people said yes. 1 person said they will not recommend. That person can craft it into a copy and a social proof. And do you know how the person is going to do it? The person is going to say 9 out of 10 of our customers recommend us to their friends. Do you guys see? Do you understand? Do you guys understand the point? So for somebody like Benson is asking, isn't that technical lies? It's not. It's true. You just don't believe in your business and you have not trusted your business well enough to believe the fact that people love your business. Let me give an instance to Skill to Scale. Over the last 2 years, we have trained over 4,000 people. 4,000 people have paid for different kinds of training at Skill to Scale. We've had people from 6 African countries. 6. Now, there's a particular country, I think it was Botswana. Botswana, only 1 person has paid for our training from Botswana because we don't really advertise there. I'm not even sure. I think either Botswana or Cameroon. Only 1 person has paid for our training from that country. Is it a lie if I say Skill to Scale have trained people from 5 countries and still add Botswana? It's not a lie. That it is only 1 person, does it change the fact that we have trained people from 5 countries? No. Do you understand, Benson? That it doesn't meet people's expectation doesn't make it a lie. Do you get the point now? Good. So I can't, as a matter of fact, if I say we have not trained people in 5 countries, I'll be lying. Because somebody in Botswana is going to lift up their hands to God and say, God, they trained me, oh, they are lying, oh, they trained me. Do you understand the point? Okay. So imagine if somebody who has worked with the Ministry of Health in a particular state says he has not worked for the government of the state. You are lying. You are lying because you have actually worked for the government of state because the Ministry of Health is under the government. Does this make sense? So make sure you know how to use social proof. If you sell popcorn, listen guys, if you sell popcorn, and every night you sell 100 popcorns, and you have been selling popcorn for 1 year, literally almost 300 days. 300 times 100 is what? is what? 3,000, right? Go and put it on your profile. 3,000 people loved my popcorn. Do you understand? Or sold or bought. No, there's a way they should put it. Cherished by 3,000 people or something. Sometimes what you can do is even run evaluations. Instead of me to put the whole 3,000, I'll put 2,005 because I know 500 people, they may not be feeling fine and they may not like my popcorn because their mouth is bitter because they have malaria. So you can say 2,500 people delighted. Do you see? 2,500 people delights in our product. Are you guys getting me? Look for a way to make people believe in you. See, nobody cares about you online. I don't know how to say this. You guys are taking a lot of my time today. Nobody cares about you online. Nobody cares about your business. Do you understand? Nobody sends you. If you don't know how to get people to pay attention to your business, if you don't know how to get people to love your business, to believe in you, to value you, you are not going to succeed. Do you understand? Nobody sends you. Online is not made up of your family people. You think somebody just come and say, I like this guy, let me buy from him. Nobody cares. Make them care about you. How do you make them care? By showing them the part of your business that they want to see, which is what? The ones that people believe in, the people who enjoy your stuff. Does it make sense? Somebody even said it's from Chad. Yeah, do you see? We now have somebody from Chad. Oh God, what are we talking about here? Skill to scale. I've trained people in 7 countries, even if it's just one person from Chad. Do you understand? Does it make sense, guys? Okay, so authority and trust is also very significant too. So there are some health companies. Listen, guys, listen, you guys need to learn this. There are some companies that go to a professional. For instance, all those toothpaste companies, they go to dentists and they ask dentist, is it good for people to brush their teeth? Dentist says yes. Is it good for people to use so chemicals that is in toothpaste to actually brush their teeth? Yes. Is it good for the chemical to have the same component, these components? They say yes. And then they now come to you in their adverts and say 5,000 dentists approve our toothpaste. Do you expect the dentist to say no? You are using healthy chemicals. You did your chemicals, your toothpaste very well. You gave it the right flavor. Why should people say no that you should not use? Do you understand? But you see some toothpaste company will come and tell you 5,000 dentists approved, dentist association approved. All the toothpaste, as a matter of fact, if a dentist or the association doesn't approve your toothpaste, now that could not approve it, you cannot sell it. Do you understand? Do you understand the point? Yet, some people will go and market that part. Are you guys getting me? Some people will go and market that part. That is how you do it. You look for the part of the business or the perspective to the business that a lot of people would enjoy, and then you focus on it too. Do you understand? Another great way to do it is give things for free. This is how I advise you to do it, especially those of you starting up online. When you learn specific, for instance, let's say you finish your social media management classes, and you want to get your first set of customers. One of the things I advise a lot of you to do is to intentionally go and look for people and say, I want to optimize your page for free. Okay? I've seen your Instagram page. I think I can make it better. I want to optimize it for free. Are you interested? And then they will tell you something like, oh, yes, I'm interested. Now, listen very carefully, guys. This is where you need to pay attention. When you are done optimizing it for free, you now tell them, oh, that's I hope you like it. They say, I like it, it's better. You know what? Let me just post 5 contents for you. I will create 5 contents for you. I'll post them for you. 1 week social media management. Now, I can charge you 20K for this, but just give me 5K. I want to do it for you. I already have your login details. Just let me do it for you. Do you understand that 50% of people will pay you not because they need it? They'll pay you because of that free work they did for you. You did for them rather. Do you understand? So people will patronize you not because they need it, but because of the free thing you did for them. They'll say, you know what? Let me just give him money as a way to appreciate him. At least he tried. Do you see that? So that is what we call the the psychology of reciprocity. It is people being able to pay, people being able to pay for things just because you have given them something what for free. Okay. Somebody's Ayomide YouTube page rating. Okay. How do you advertise to a different country when you're not in that country? That's under Facebook and Instagram ads. The different, you guys are going to learn that towards the end of your training. Indirect. Okay, no problem. I'm checking for questions to see testimony is saying he actually thought it was a scam. So this is the thing. Now, how do you start writing your copy? This is the main place. This is where everybody needs to focus on. Everybody, I need all of your attention. So I'm going to pick some businesses, like I said, examples of businesses, and then we're going to walk around what copies you get. I usually give gifts to people who write the best copies for me. So I'm just going to run what's optimization. Don't worry, Benson, you're going to learn it in your social media class when it starts on, I think your social media class is starting on the 18th or 19th, one of them. So when you start your social media officially, your tutor is going to run you through that, okay? So let's go to how do I start writing a copy? That's the next question. The question is, now I understand psychological triggers. Now I understand what copywriting is. If I want to write a copy now, how do I start? The first thing you need to do is you need to get people's attention. But this is how you're going to do it. We have what we call copywriting formulas. I'm going to teach you three copywriting formulas that you can use. Three copywriting formulas that you can use to actually write very good copies. The first one is AIDA. Attention, interest, desire, action. Attention, interest, desire, action. The second one is PAS, pass. Problem, agitate, solution. The third one is before, after, bridge. So I'm going to teach you guys these three copywriting formulas, and what they mean is they're literally going to teach you how you can start writing a copy. So the first thing you do in writing a copy is that you ask yourself, how can I get this person's attention? So let's use this Basi. Basi sells shoe. He does shoemaking. Okay. So Basi makes shoes. And how can Basi get the attention of people who want to buy shoes? Basi can get their attention by writing a attention-grabbing headline that says, have you ever bought a shoe? Have you ever bought a shoe for a very huge price and it spoils after 30 days? You get. Or have you ever bought a shoe and it did not last up to 6 months? Now, a lot of people have bought shoes. A lot of people, their shoes last. A lot of people, their shoe doesn't last. But Basi wants to talk about the fact that he makes original shoes that can last for 4 years. So Basi is going to be like, if you buy shoes and they spoil in 3 months, you are buying from the wrong place. Do you understand? And then Bashu can keep their interest by telling them something. You get? So he can now say 90% of the shoes I've made over the last 6 years last for at least 4 years. The reason is because my shoes are made of leather, latest designs. They are fit to the size of the wearer. Do you understand? I have all possible sizes, and I have a you can call it there's this word they use when people want to make other people feel like they are very unique. Propriety, yes, that's what they use. So I have this proprietary shoe pad. Proprietary means it's you that created it. Nobody else have it in the world. I have this proprietary shoe pad that will help your leg stay very comfortable on this shoe. So Basi has told people, if your shoe is spoiling fast, you are buying from the wrong person. If you need shoes that last, like my own, all the shoes I've made last for at least 4 years. I also have shoes that make you feel very comfortable because of the shoe pad. If you're interested in making shoes for this, your December Jolly, assuming it's writing it in December, if you're interested in making shoes, send me a DM. So this is what they call copy. This thing I just said now is what a copy sounds like. Attention grabbing, grab their attention, tell them something that keeps them engaged. How do you keep them engaged? Sometimes you can tell them a story, sometimes you can tell them a lot of things, you understand? So I'll give one more example with real estate. Okay? So one more example with real estate. 90% of, you can go online and look for statistics, you understand? You get, or you can use like this CBEX scam that just happened now. So you can use that. A lot of people lost 5,000. Okay, I think they lost about 2 billion naira or something like that. So a lot of people lost 2 billion naira to a scam just a few months ago because they didn't have the right information. Now, if people had invested that same 2 billion naira in just 3 months, it would have increased to social amount. You understand? And how would they have increased it? Real estate. You get. So you are grabbing people's attention with people are losing money in investment. A lot of people lost 2 billion naira to a CBEX fraud. If that 2 billion naira had been put into a legit investment, it would have literally been 3 or 4 billion naira today. How would they have done it? By investing in real estate. A property in Ikoyi currently that was 3 months ago, it was 14 million naira. Today is 17 million naira. In just 3 months, so percentage increase. If you are interested in buying properties in Ikoyi, Lagos, send me a DM. I will give you the best properties at the best price. Do you understand? So I will give you the best property at the best price. So that is how Queen can craft her own copy. Does it make sense? So this is how to use the AIDA formula. Ask yourself, what can I use to get people's attention? And then what can I use to keep them interested? And then how can I induce desire? How can I make them want my product? And what should they do? This is how to use the very first copywriting formula. Now, the second one, I have an example for you. Like I said, I'm sharing the notes with you, so you don't have to bother. You would have access to the notes, those of you that are asking, okay? Somebody is saying I'm too fast. It's already 9:40. So, like, I'm not supposed to be on this class. Our classes are supposed to be 1 hour, 30 minutes max. It's because copywriting is just one day that I'm even pushing it ahead, okay? So, let's look at the second formula, PAS, problem, agitate, solution. Let's look at Utebi's fashion. So Utebi is into fashion, you get. And then Utebi can get people's attention by talking about how can you get people's attention. Some of you that are on Google Meet and YouTube, you guys can give me, can I market people's businesses? Yes, you can market people's businesses as a digital marketer. Digital marketing, sales and marketing is marketing people's businesses. So Utebi can do, let's say he sells male fashion wares. You understand? If he sells male fashion wares, we can now talk about something. You'll be like, Odogu no be for mouth. So you can start the copy with Odogu no be for mouth. No be for mouth. Do you even, okay, somebody say I should scroll it back a little. Don't worry, you have, I'm going to share the slide with you, so you're going to have it. You don't need to worry, okay? Do you even look like Odogu? Do you understand? Or he can start his copy with how to really look like an Odogu. Do you understand? So because he sells male or she, Utebi, I don't know if it's male or female. So because Utebi sells male fashion wares, he wants to speak to only males. You don't want to write a copy that is speaking to somebody who cannot buy from you. Do you understand? So it's like, do you want to look like an Odogu? You understand? Or to look like an Odogu, you need to be able to wear classic things. And then, because this is a problem, the problem is that people want to look like something. It's talking about the problem. Do you understand? So the person who is reading it will be like, I want to look like this. Maybe you want to go for a wedding, you understand, and then you want to look like this Odogo. So when they are singing the song, you get. So it's a very, 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 that's people's desire, you get. Or you'll be like if you're a guy and you're wondering where you can get the best quality wears for the most affordable rate, from jeans to shirts to materials, you understand, where maybe like fabrics that they can sew, you get. Let me tell you how you can do that. So the problem he's talking about now is a lot of people are trying to get wares, male wares, and they want it to be quality and affordable. And so he's addressing that problem. If you're a male and you're trying to get quality and affordable wares, do you understand? Quality and affordable wares, then let me show you how you can do that. Agitate it. Now, in agitating the problem, you need to dig deep down. You need to talk about other people, you understand? You're like this. I know some people spend 50K and the only thing they're able to buy is one shirt, you understand? Meanwhile, you can get a quality, one full complete wear for as cheap as 35,000 naira. So you are agitating the problem. You're telling them that you can spend 50,000 and barely get a complete attire. But yet, there is a way you can spend 35,000 naira and get a complete attire with Jara. So people are be like, do you understand? So I would also teach you about storytelling with this particular this formula as well too. And then the last one is to talk about your solution. You get, I've sold to 400 males, very quality wares, and none of them have come back to me to tell me that the wares were no quality. You understand? Something like that. So you can now bring about your solution and then you give them a call to action, which is more like send me a DM to order, or send me a DM. Let me show you what we have available in stock. Do you understand? So these are like the various ways you can actually package it. Now, if you want to use storytelling, for instance, you can use medical equipment for medical students. Medical equipment for medical students, which is Treasure's business, and we can use storytelling, you get. So Treasure can say something like, I've seen a lot of medical students buy stethoscope and in just 6 days it spoils, you get. Or John, my friend, 500 level medical student, bought a stethoscope for 35 or 100,000 naira, and in just 7 days it spoiled. And then you now tell them, you know why? Because when John wanted to buy a medical equipment, he did not talk to somebody who has experience in knowing the different qualities of medical equipment. He just saw an ad online, or he just went to a shop beside their school and bought it from somebody that sells things and not somebody who is a medical expert. Then you now talk about your solution, you get. My name is Treasure. I have sold medical appliances for the past 7 years. I understand quality and everything around the medical appliances. So, or equipment rather. And then you now tell them, if you are a medical student and you want to buy basic medical equipment for your study, send me a DM. I will give you very quality medical equipment at affordable rates. Do you understand? Are you guys following me? Are you guys following? Quality medical at affordable rates. So this is how Treasure can craft her stuff. She uses a story. John bought medical equipment, it spoiled. This is the mistake he made. This is me. I can help you. Very, very simple appeal. Does it make sense? Very simple appeal, okay? Now, the last one is what we call before-after bridge. This is basically used for storytelling, and is basically used for some kind of SEO copywriting. You understand? It's when you tell, when you write a copy, how I made my first 1 million, you get. Or you start a copy with, I borrowed 500 naira to drink Gary in 2003. Imagine a copy that starts like that. I borrowed 500 naira so that I can buy Gary and drink in 2003. or I borrowed 500 naira because I did not have any food to eat, and I used 500 naira to eat for 7 days. Okay, somebody is asking what if the person is new in business. I'm coming there shortly. Okay, I'm coming there, Liana. So if you're using the before after bridge, you want to really focus what is your past, what is your story, you understand? I used to buy one clothes at 75,000 naira, and the clothes spoiled in 1 day, or the clothes spoiled after one event, or I bought a clothes at 75,000 naira, and after washing it once, the entire color went away. Then after today, I've sold clothes. Today, an average fabric I sell literally lasts for 3 years without washing away, without the color washing, or without it getting whitened or whatever. To those of you that do fabric, you understand your stuff. I'm just making this stuff up. You get? So you do your before. There was a time in my life where I used to buy clothes and they don't used to last. Now I sell clothes that last very well. What happened? The bridge is this. After I was duped or scammed, or after somebody defrauded me, or after somebody refused to sell me stuff, particular thing, you understand, I decided I was going to learn how to get the best quality clothes, import them, and sell them to people like myself. And that's how I started my business. Do you understand? That's how I started my business. Do you guys get the point? Do you guys get the point? So this is like the entire scope of everything. This is the entire scope. This is before after bridge. Let me use Basis again. Yeah, let me use Basi again, or let me use this real estate company, because somebody is asking the question, what if you're new in business? So let me use somebody that is new in business and you want to sell real estate. Let me assume, I'm going to have to assume, guys, because I don't know anything about your businesses. Okay, so you're going to start with something like the plot of land. If you've ever passed, okay, yes, you can start with, if you've ever passed third mainland bridge into Ikoyi, Lagos. I don't know whether they need, like, I don't care. Basically, I'm in Abuja, so you guys have to bear with me. If you've ever passed third mainland bridge, basically, that particular plot of land 30 years ago was worth 20 million naira. Today, you cannot buy it for 4 billion, only the land, without anything. Do you understand? So before, 20 years ago, this land was worth 25 million, 45 million. Today, this land is worth 4 billion. Then the bridge is what talking about your real estate investment company, you understand? Or talking about the land you sell. Land appreciates at an immeasurable scale. If you want to keep wealth for your children and your grandchildren and the children after you, you should be thinking about real estate. Currently, we have properties available in 3 major cities in Nigeria, and we have properties as low as 1 million naira. These properties in the next 5 to 10 years will literally be worth 10 to 20 million naira. So if you're interested, send me a DM and come for inspection, or let me know which one you're interested in. Do you understand? That is how to use the before after bridge. This is my life before, this is my life after, this is the situation before, this is the situation after, this is my business, this is the solution. Do you understand? So these are the 3 copywriting formulas. So when you want to write a copy, one of the first things you do, peace. I love peace, and peace is like every woman wants an odogo. I love this headline. This is a very, 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 very good. Every woman loves an odogo. Peace. Package this headline. If you package it very well, you're going to win my 1,000 airtime today. Okay. So somebody is asking, how will you know what strategy best suits your copy? So what I advise you to do is to use the 3 of them to write a copy and pick the best copy. Do you understand? First of all, write with AIDA. know how it feels? Can you use any formula? Yes, you can use any of the three formulas. Depending, like Nelson said, they have to kind of fit into what you're talking about, okay? But you can use any of the three formulas, okay? Now, some of you are going to ask me about these 4 U's. I usually don't talk about it, but yeah, you can use any formula. So I don't talk about it, but if you want to craft out a very good title, use these 4 U's: urgent, unique, useful, and ultra specific. An example would be if you want to craft an offer or you want to craft a headline for a copy. This is the formula you use for it. Do you understand? See the example I gave. Drop 10 pounds in 30 days with this 5 minutes daily workout. Anybody can use it for anything. If you sell inverters, you can technically use it. You understand? Never spend a dime on fuel again. You get, or just by investing only 10% of the money you spend on fuel in a year, you will never buy fuel again in your business for the next 5 years. Do you understand? Or you can even put it how just 10% of your fuel money and 24 hours can save you from ever spending money on fuel in 5 years. And then the main copy now becomes you talking about your business or anything. So you use this when you want to craft an offer or you want to craft a good headline. You get, this is different from the 3 full copywriting formulas that I just showed you. Okay, are you guys following? Samuel, I've talked about copywriting and content writing. Just go to the beginning of the class and they are not the same thing, just to say the least. Okay, they are not the same thing, but you can go to the beginning of the class. I spent a lot of time on the difference between them. Okay, so now if you want to craft a very, very good headline, listen guys, let me tell you, because you guys are going to do my assignment and I need you to know this. Listen very carefully to me. Okay, for whatever reason, if you failed in the heading of your copy, you have failed completely. Simple and short. If your headline is bad, your entire copy is bad. If people don't stop to read your copy, it's useless. Your 70% of the success of a great copy depends on the headline. 70% of the success of a great copy depends on the headline. So whatever you're doing with respect to copywriting, make sure you are focused on what? Your headline. When you are submitting my assignment, please note this. Your headline has 70% of, what I think about your headline is what I think about the whole copy. Okay, so when you are writing headlines, these are some examples you can use. You can do how-to headlines. You understand? How to buy clothes that last long. You get how to buy very quality medical equipment. How to buy medical equipment that would not spoil after 1 year. How to buy medical equipment that doesn't need too much maintenance. Whatever your industry is, you can use how-tos. You can use list-based. You understand? You can use 3 mistakes. Now, if you're using list-based, please listen carefully. Let's say you want to do real estate copy and play to screen. You want to write a real estate copy, and then you're writing things like you're writing a list-based copywriting. Exactly, Nelson. Your creativity in your headline matters. So when you do 3 mistakes people make in picking the right land to invest in, please focus on making sure you tell them those 3 mistakes. Then let the last mistake be your business. First mistakes will be they focus on the price instead of the value of the land. Second mistake would be they focus on the location instead of ensuring that the land doesn't have any legal issues. Do you understand? They focus on the location. Thirdly, is they don't have a good real estate consultant like me. You can add like me. They don't have a good real estate consultant like me. Do you understand? So that's how you can also use question-based headline. Question-based headline can be do you want to look like an odogu? You understand? Or do you want to get the fashion materials that are the best Or do you want to wear clothes that makes you feel like Davido? So whatever you want to do. Do you understand my point, guys? So you can also use benefit focus. So this is how you craft out very, very good headlines. Now, the headline is the first part of your copy. The second part of your copy is the body. Now, when you're writing the body of your copy, write as though you are talking to a friend. Don't use, listen, guys, let me say this now. Don't use ChatGPT and write my copy. If I see you using ChatGPT to do my assignment, I'm not going to mark your assignment. Okay? Yes, Ayomide, do you want your post to go viral? Makes sense. Makes sense, okay? The headline doesn't stand on its own. The headline flows into the copy. The headline introduces the body of the copy. The body of the copy is where you are going to keep them interested. If you are using the PAS formula, the body of the copy is where you agitate the problem. If you are using the AIDA formula, the body of the copy is where you keep them interested and you drive desire. If you are using the before-after bridge, the body of the copy is where you talk about the after. Do you understand? Okay, so whatever copywriting formula you're using, you want to make sure you have a conversational tone. You want to also make sure you tell stories work for copies, guys, but it's a little bit tricky. You get stories work relatively well for copies. Okay, it's just a little bit tricky. Stories work really well for copies. So use conversational tools, tone. Write a copy as though you are talking to a friend. 2, people remember stories. Try to put a stories. If you cannot write a story, don't worry. If a story doesn't factor into your copy, do not worry. Okay. Practical aspect of your lectures. Bukola, this is the practical aspect of my lectures. Okay. Keep it simple. So the third thing is keep it simple. Bukola, are you just joining the class? Good. Annie, this is very good. Are you looking for the best place to make your hair? Good. This is good. Do you hate it dirty, but out of time to keep it clean? Oh my God, you guys are good. This is what I'm talking about. YouTube people, where are your headlines? So this is the practical aspect of the class, okay, Bukola, and this is to say, please listen, guys, so that you guys are clear. This copywriting class is not part of what you paid for. It's a bonus class, okay? This copywriting class is not part of what you paid for. It's a bonus class. That's why it's 1 day. Do you understand? Your original training that you paid for, the 4 skills you paid for, are going to start on the 16th. You're going to have your orientation. On the 17th and 18th, you're going to have your soft skill. And then on the 19th, your real social media marketing training or management training is going to start. Do you understand? So you guys should keep that in mind, okay? This copywriting is part of it, and I'm going to be marking your assignments. If you want to do your assignments, do. If you don't want to, you don't need to bother about it. Do you want to grow your hair to waist length in 2 weeks? Good. Make sure your stuffs are believable. Become a graphics design pro in 14 days. Amazing, Mr. Sam. This is good. You guys are getting the point. I love this. Okay. Then the body of your copy, keep it simple. Don't put jargon. Do you understand? Instead of saying this 4K lens, say this camera is crystal clear. Instead of saying this inverter has this inverter is 5 kVA 250 amp batteries, it's a lie. Just say the inverter can last for 1 week without light. Simple and short. Don't go and start giving big grammar. This medical equipment has this thing. The medical equipment works, its quality, and you will not have to maintain it. Simple. Do you understand? This fabric is Italian and Brazilian, made with China. All of them intermingled and covered with USA. It's a lie. This fabric would not wash away, and it can last for literally 10 good years. That's how you sell things. Simple, benefit oriented. Okay. Simple, benefit oriented. Okay. Now, the last part of your copy is what we call the call to action. It's you asking people to do something in return. Asking people to do something in return. So any copy without a call to action is a complete mess. Just so we are clear on that. Okay. make sure you always have a call to action. The call to action is DM me, check my website, you get reply yes. We tell people to do something, to take an action, install my app, and do something. Tell them to do something, okay? Tell them to do something in response. Do you understand? So a clear and direct call to action. Sometimes your call to action could have urgency connected to it. Sign up now, limited slots available. Do you understand? So start your trial version, no card needed. So your call to action can also have copy inside it, you get. But these are like basically the whole idea. So I love you guys are already experimenting and trying out new stuff. It makes a lot of sense. So this is everything now. If you feel like I was too fast, this class is available on YouTube. We are making it public, so you can still go ahead and watch it if you like. Any day, anytime you want to watch it, you can watch it. Okay. Daniel Mensa. Daniel, wait. Daniel is, am I on? I don't get response for my comment. Oh, Daniel, I'm just seeing this, your comment, that you are not getting response on your comment. Okay, good. A lot of people are writing, that's why I'm not seeing. Are you tired of being ripped off your off by human hair vendors? Ekenehel is one. Good. So make sure you're able to craft your copies. Now, I wrote examples of copies here. I dropped examples of some copies here that you can get inspirations from and links to copies. So I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to share the notes to you and then you can check them. I also wrote video script copies as well too, okay? So this is like a foundational class in copywriting, but it's good enough to help you in your entire copywriting journey. Those of you that want to learn more about copywriting, would let you know when we have a full copywriting training available for you. So now let me give you assignments. You guys shouldn't say you did not hear like me. So your assignment is you're going to write a WhatsApp copy. You're going to write a short WhatsApp copy. WhatsApp copy, the one that you shouldn't put read more. You're going to pick a product, pick something that you're going to be selling. It had better be something that you're already selling or something that you want to sell, you understand? And then you're going to pick a copywriting formula, use one of the copywriting formulas I gave you, and write your best copy. Do you understand? I'm only going to go through your assignment once. If you resubmit your assignment, I'm not going to go through it. You guys are literally over 200. You're going to probably get to about 400 before the training starts. But one way or the other, I'm only going to go through all the assignments once. So give it your best shot. The student with the best assignment is going to win. Let me think. Should I pick 5 best? I wanted to say I'll give you back your entire training money, but I'm going to pick the 5 best people, and then I'm going to give them 1,000 naira each. If you're going to be in Ghana or Kenya or Chad or any of our sister countries, we would also look for a way to get your stuff to you, okay? Pick a product, pick something that you want to sell, pick one of the copywriting formulas that I taught, and write a copy that can be sent on WhatsApp, a WhatsApp copy. Do you understand? And send it to your assignment group chat. Ogochukwu is going to open your assignment group chat, and then you're going to be able to send it. Okay? So when you send your copy, I'm going to mark your copy in a matter of days. One of the reasons why I have to mark your trainings before your social media class starts. So so everybody, your deadline to submit your copy is on the day 1 of your soft skill training. That should be on the 17th. What's today? Today is what? Today is 14th. Okay, today is 14th. So you have 3 days to do your assignment. Yes, I'm going to have somebody send the assignment on the group chat. Okay, so you guys have 3 days to do your assignment and submit. Now, how did you guys see the class? Can you guys genuinely just tell me, how did you see the class? Did you enjoy it? This is just a foundational class. A lot of other of your tutors are going to be here. They are going to teach you way better than this. How did you see the class? Very quick feedback before I start answering questions. Very interactive. Good. Thank you, Linus. Fun and interactive. Good. Very interesting. Beautiful. Basi, after everything, you give me 4 out of 5 star. Basi, if I bite you. Basi, if I bite you. You give me 4 out of 5 star. Basi. Basi. You guys will see Basi. Basi gave me 4 out of 5. Hey God, that's me. Please, somebody should give me 5 out of 5. Don't mind Basi. Basi was doing you. You're getting the notes tonight, okay? You're getting the notes tonight. After using his shoes, God bless you, Ayomide. After using Basi's shoes to do example, Basi still gave me 4 out of 5. Ah, God, Basi. Basi, if I catch you, if I see your assignment, I don't do your assignment well, I will score you 0. 0. Okay, great guys. So registration is still open. If you have friends that are interested in signing up for the training, registration is still opened. Report them to VDM. Good. Okay, registration is still open. If you have friends, advise them. This is the most affordable digital skill training in the whole of Africa. We've done our research. This is the most affordable. This is the most impactful. I used to say it, and I say it boldly. You will never see this training anywhere else, not at this price. I don't care whether you're in Ghana, Kenya, Botswana, Rwanda, Zambia, Zimbabwe. You will never see this training everywhere. So go and drag your friends and tell them to sign up, okay? If you can pay for somebody, pay for somebody. Do you understand? So we are contemplating whether we'll still do another cohort. I don't know. My board may tell me not to do another cohort, but we are trusting God. We should be able to do a few more cohorts before we revamp the entire training to something else. Okay. In the world, so like Hayomide is even telling me in the whole world. So this is very affordable. Skill to scale tutors are committed. I told you guys already in the video that I did that if we wanted to make money, there are so many ways we can make money. We can sell a basic training to you and tell you to pay for masterclass and all that. But we want to train 10 million people. And I'm trusting you guys to help us, okay? We want to train 10 million people in Africa. Like, that is our passion. We need numbers. We don't care about profits, you get. We don't care about profits. We just need as many people as possible. So we are currently we are employing a number of people so that we can be able to build our system. So if any of you have ways you can get so many people to this training, please do that for Africa. A lot of people need to learn these things. You can imagine what one class is. Imagine video editing, imagine graphic design, imagine social media management, imagine creative writing. Just imagine the possibilities you get. So it's not something that I wish anybody to miss. So if you have anybody that is interested, please tell them to sign up. Ogochukwu, if you DM Ogochukwu is going to give you 1,000 naira for everybody you bring. She's going to give you herself. So those of you that will be sending her a DM, you have anybody to bring, she's going to give you a commission for everybody you bring, just as a way to encourage. And somebody says, feel like giving me 32 million naira. Please give me Douglas. Douglas, come to my DM. I'm looking at we want to open an office in Lagos. So we really need this 32 million naira now. Lagos people, by the time we start looking for office space, Lagos people start calling money for us. We really need this 32 million. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. If you have any question to ask, Ogochukwu would open your assignment group chat. You ask your question, I'll be there to answer your questions. Okay, I'll be expecting your assignment. I'm going to mark everybody's assignment. It's a lot of work, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to mark everybody's assignment, and I want all of you to do your assignments. Okay. Good luck said if it's all he learned for 5K, satisfied already. So we are making the training affordable because we don't want anybody to miss out. We don't want anybody to miss out. Those of you that are still on all those general marketing group chats, go and drop a message there and just genuinely tell them, you understand, like genuinely just tell them everything that they are missing out. Just go and tell them everything that they are missing out, because some people don't know how much they're actually missing out from this training. Okay. So just tell them how much you are missing out. So thank you so much, everyone. Where are my guys? Basi, Annie, oh, thank you so much, Annie, Douglas. We are in Abuja. We are in Abuja. We have a training center in Abuja here. Those of you that are interested in physical training, send me a DM. We are starting one on Friday. Okay. We are starting one on Friday. You're going to get the record immediately. As a matter of fact, the YouTube link that is on your group chat is already the recording. You can just go straight to it and then watch again. Okay. Linus said they'll be running free ads. Don't worry, give us the money. Let's run the ads, Linus. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. I'm really, really, really glad you guys made this class fun for me. I really enjoyed it, and I'm sure every single one of us enjoyed it as well too. I would say assignment one more time. I'll say the assignment one more time so that you guys, nobody is going to tell me they did not hear. So your assignment is, you are going to write a WhatsApp copy. Your assignment is you're going to write a WhatsApp copy. And for you to write the WhatsApp copy, you have to first, stages of the assignment, pick a particular product you're going to be selling. Pick one thing you want to write the copy on. 2, pick one of the 3 copywriting formulas that I taught you. Pick one out of the 3 copywriting formulas I taught you. Then write your copy and submit on the assignment group chat. Write your best copy, because I would only go through all the copies once. So write your best copies, okay? Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate the kind words, and I'm like, you guys made this fun. To my guys, David, Utebi, Basi, Cletus, Treasure, Emelda, Esther, who am I seeing? Benga, Olamide, Mr. Sam, Oscar, Margaret, Good Luck, Oduma, Peace, Augustine, everybody, Nelson, Linus Grace also. Thank you so much, guys. Ayodele, Ayomide, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. James, Aniapan, Pius, Gives, Praise. I hail you guys, okay? Thank you so much, and then I'll see you guys some other time. Cheers.